I believe the first episode of any show, live or animated, has the power to make or break a franchise. In this series, I will react, analyze, review, and rate first episodes of shows both old and new to identify the ingredients of a good and also bad first episode. I encourage you to watch the episode at your own pace as well, so that you can comment below and let me know what you thought. Hey everyone, we're going to be watching Arcane Episode 1, Welcome to the Playground. This is going to be Riot's first, I suppose, Netflix animation surrounding League of Legends. So I want to see what the hype is all about, because on Twitter I saw that people were really excited about this Netflix series. Right now they only have the first 3 episodes released, but I believe next Saturday, November 13th, they will be releasing another set of episodes. Now, as for my own experience with League of Legends, it's really minimal. I played, what was it, Sona, the mute support character a little bit back in the day, and then I played, oh, I can't remember her name. It was the lady with the like boomerang discus ADC. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, it was Sivir. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm aware of this. Yep, that's the character I played. Yep, the cute pizza boy. So to say the least, my experience with the League of Legends franchise is very minimal. So I'm pretty much going in here as an individual who has like no connection to the franchise or its lore or its characters. So I think this will be interesting to watch for people who are already intimate and have their own biases with the franchise. I like this opening right here just to start. I assume these are going to be our 2 central characters. I assume this is the mother of those 2. We witness this guy beating her to death? Or is that a different person? I'm a little bit confused. Let me rewatch that. Okay, no, it doesn't seem like it's that woman. It seems to be one of those soldiers I think we saw rolling the street earlier. I wonder, is this the same soldier that we saw fire off a round earlier? I can't really tell. Okay, so we have this blue and red contrast here. Okay, so I think I recall this B. Oh, and interesting note, we see her equip the gauntlets that one adult man was wearing. Or probably not the exact same, but the adult man was wearing gauntlets beating down with those soldiers. So that's interesting. It seems like she kind of learns his fighting techniques. Arcane is an interesting title, given that all we see so far are stones, gears, guns, metal. None of that really screams out arcane to me. But I don't know, we'll see. It's going to be several years later after some kind of invading force came in and took over. We have ships all over the place. We have all sorts of interesting structures. Blue is a very common color, it seems. We do see some sprinkling of red here. Notably, this building right here is entirely red. So I wonder what exactly that indicates. If it's some kind of, if red is a symbol of religion in this society, or I doubt it's nobility, considering we have sprinklings of red amongst blue. So I wonder what that exactly means. We have this cool kind of like astrological globe around here, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot right there.
What did I tell you?
I mean, this is really detailed animation right here. You can see the subtle breathing effects. See how that affects the face? Just like the whole body. It feels, I mean, even like the hair is moving in accordance with the wind. Look at that, we see a bird right there.
What did I tell you?
Lighting is great. I mean, look at that. Look at how animated this.
That
It's beautiful. I mean, look at that chest.
I'm ready.
That's
I
right.
mean, everything. I mean, the shoulders shrug. I mean, the character feels alive in the animation. Really worked hard on this. So, What I really love about this right here is we have a sense of danger here. I mean, look at that. We can see like the camera shake. The audio cues are excellent here. It feels like, it sounds like we are truly in that situation, that we are truly sliding down this route right now. I mean, even right there, you can see subtle sparks. You can see all the camera shaking. You can see the sparks right there. Which, I mean, doesn't really make a lot of sense, but hey, it's cool. It adds to the intensity bowing of the little metal lip right here. How it reacts to the weight. It's all excellent. And you can see even on these walls right here, it's not just like one flat color, it's like texture here. Even just like looking at the background shots, I mean, all this still looks very beautiful. Oh, 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 oh! Man, look, did you see all that expression? That's insane.
Thanks.
That is insane. Okay, this is obviously leading somewhere. It's got all sorts of like electricity or just magic energy starting to flow from it. The camera's starting to get really intense and shaky. What's going to happen? Is it going to blow up? Destroy the whole building? Okay, it did blow up. Didn't destroy the whole building, though. It was about a couple of rooms worth of an explosion, I suppose. Okay, still, it wasn't the whole building, but sizable amount of damage to that balcony. This is just another great shot, right? See, like a giant ship that's going to be passing through, so they have to raise the bridge up, and the camera's just focused right on that divide to kind of convey a greater sense of intensity in the moment. You see, just wow, that is fluid. Just all that gunk that's coming off. Again, this animation. I mean, everything in this episode is so incredibly well animated. Everything, and it just again, it goes to make the world feel alive. Over here, just so much shittier looking. I mean, very apparent how much shittier this place is. Interesting. We see another red versus blue divide here. B really did strike me as the type to just clobber a man. She doesn't seem like she's the negotiating type. See, the action isn't super high speed, super well, I wouldn't say low intensity, but every action, even though it's so slow, has impact. Whoosh. Look at that. Look at his face. Whoosh. Look at that. Look at how his face bends, gives way to the punch. Really convey that force. You can also notice in comparison to everyone else, she's like moving like super fast because she's like so freaked out. And at this moment, the music's starting to like kick up to reflect that a faster action scene.
After all.
Oh shit! Oh shit! One of these guys are gonna die. They're gonna straight up get stabbed right now. One of them are gonna die. There's no way. Oh wow. She took care of business without even having to raise a finger. Pretty prominent in frame. I wonder if that's foreshadowing something. But I guess maybe it also just shows that perhaps red and blue hair are just common colors. Ooh, I like her. Oh man, that's sick. I like yeah, it's like a whole like butterfly birthmark, it looks like war paint. And man, her eyes are stunning. So this is Vander, who now owns the Last Drop bar, which is a very prominent location in this underbelly. Okay, so he's not only just a bar owner, he's kind of like a mafia boss in a way, with the amount of respect that he commands for the various dwellers of the underbelly. He said something she wasn't supposed to say, and he said, "Everyone out." No. Vander's one of those individuals where he doesn't need to yell to convey that he is serious or that he's angry. That's just the kind of authority that he wields, the power of his charisma. So he's also kind of jaded from, I assume, his freedom fighter days at the beginning. And we saw at the very, after he beat that soldier, enforcer, I assume, with his gloves, he just, swore him off after that, seeing how he wasn't able to really save those V and Powder's presumably mother. So he was like, hey, what the heck is the point if, people are still going to be dying either way? What's the point of fighting if there's not going to be anything left to protect afterward, right?
Oh, crap.
Ooh, you never know. Oh my god. It's never good when the enforcers, the guard of the upper class, start patrolling in the lower class slums. That's never a good sign. They're out for blood.
Go.
Okay. Yeah, he's the hard ass newbie cop. Gotcha. Also note that the high class enforcers have those I guess those ventilators, just to once again show that they the noble don't even breathe the same air as the lower class. Name drop Kiraman. Okay. I kind of provoked a little bit of a reaction. We're gonna need a fall guy. What is he gonna do? Okay, so he still is a man of principles. He's not willing to just offer up the name of some scumbag. Even I mean, he could have offered up the names of one of those quote unquote negotiators who were hustling that one nerdy merchant, Huck. He could have offered up one of their names. But I guess maybe like he didn't catch their names, or maybe still like he's so principled that he still won't offer up those names. The closer it is to the slums, the more red it is, and then as we go, it becomes progressively greener and symbolize how far out of reach the noble city is right now. Using color as a narrative tool is definitely a present motif throughout this episode. Okay, so I don't know a lot about League of Legends, but I know that there is like a faction that's like from this plane called the Rift. I know like all the energy there is like purple. So I assume that maybe they are harnessing this rift energy to produce some kind of like Hulk out serum, which was able to give this little mouse enough strength to kill that cat. This is a pretty terrifying image right here. It really provokes a strong visceral reaction. This individual right here, again, like his shocked expression, is a good contrast for this individual right here. They kind of like I assume who's going to be the ultimate antagonist of the story, who has like just like a stoic, very cold expression, like really doesn't give a shit about this cat who's presumably like their pet for a period of time, just like getting like massacred. But man, that was good. That was good. Kind of have we've developed, I say, 3 different factions so far within the first episode. So we have the top side. We have Underdwellers, and we have this third sinister organization. Overall, I thought episode 1 of Arcane was enjoyable to watch, although I remain skeptical about how appropriate the title is. As I've stated multiple times, I believe the animation is gorgeous. While I have no personal attachment to the League of Legends franchise, I can see why so many people were excited by this premiere. This reminds me of how Konami generated their own excellent Castlevania animation to kick up interest in the video game franchise. While it would be disingenuous on all accounts to say League of Legends is unpopular, I think this animated series is a great way to advertise League of Legends outside of the esports world. As for the episode itself, I feel like it does a good job of establishing future narrative threads with this serum and a potential top-side invasion of the underbelly. And the characters are expressive and have distinct personalities too. However, I didn't think the serum was the most satisfying way or hook to end the episode, since it was this completely new element which hasn't been seemingly foreshadowed. And by the end of the episode, I felt I was more invested with Vander, considering he is the head of the underbelly. We saw him discuss with the Enforcer at the end of the episode, and he was also name-dropped by that mysterious man. This, to me, seems like an issue, considering V and Powder are the 2 cover characters. I also have to wonder how much the animation influences my opinion of the episode. By no means am I going to detract from the episode's scoring for doing things well, but it is an interesting hypothetical to consider if this episode had the same animation fidelity as, say, an animation from 2006. For me, I think a lot of the spectacle of this episode comes from the detailed environment and the animations rather than the characters themselves. Now, for my ranking, I understand episode 1 was released alongside episode 2 and 3, so perhaps together they form an overall satisfying arc to this segment of the story, but for the purposes of this review, I have to rank episode 1 by itself. That being said, my rating is a solid 8 out of 10. The episode itself was good eye candy and established enough interesting plotlines that I'd be happy to watch another episode.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. And, well, since you're already here, you might as well check out one of my other vids, right? Otherwise, please have yourself a good one.